When you follow the NHL as closely as I do, you often hear talk about a player's intangibles. Take New York Rangers forward Tanner Glass, for instance. At face value, he could be seen as a waste of salary space. He costs the Rangers $1 million per year and only scored 1 goal in the 11 regular season games he dressed for. Yet Glass brings a level of grit to the ice and camaraderie to the locker room. His value isn't added by the number of goals he produces, but by the intangibles he brings to the team. The 2017 Mazda CX-5 Grand Touring AWD can be looked at similarly. Mazda redesigned its worldwide bestseller for the 2017 model year, and if you look at it by the numbers, it's both heavier and smaller than the model it replaces, yet it's by far a much better family crossover than ever before. It's the intangibles that the Mazda CX-5 excels at. Before we delve too deep into what exactly makes the new CX-5 better than the old, let's take a quick look at the changes made. Signaling Mazda's shift-up market, the exterior gets sharp new sheet metal, while the automaker ups its game inside with high-quality materials, especially on top trim CX-5 Grand Touring models like our tester, more sound deadening, and a clean new Audi-esque design. The 2017 CX-5's wheelbase has shrunk ever so slightly, from 106.3 inches to 106.2 inches, but overall length and width have grown 0.4 and 0.1 inch, respectively, to help boost headroom and legroom inside. Under the skin, the CX-5's sublimely sporty chassis carries over with some extensive revisions, and the previously optional Skyactiv 2.5-liter i4 becomes the new base engine. Power is upped from 184 horsepower to 187 horsepower, but torque is unchanged at 185 pounds-ft. A 6-speed automatic is the sole available transmission, and our CX-5 tester was equipped with optional all-wheel drive. A Skyactiv Turbo Diesel i4 will be joining the CX-5 lineup this fall. Most new models follow the bigger and faster is better mantra, but not the Mazda CX-5. We tested an identically equipped 2016 Mazda CX-5 Grand Touring AWD about a year ago, so we can directly compare the performance of the newcomer to its predecessor. Despite the 2017 CX-5 Grand Touring AWD's 3-horsepower advantage, its extra 141 pounds of curb weight work against it. The 0-60 mph acceleration run takes the new CX-5 8.4 seconds to complete compared to the old CX-5 7.8-second run. The same story continues at the drag strip. The 2017 CX-5 needs 16.4 seconds to run through the quarter mile, hitting 83.8 mph. Its slightly older brother needs 16.0 seconds and blows through the gates at 85.0 mph. The same trend continues through the rest of our instrumented tests. In60 braking, the 2017 CX-5 needed 126 feet to come to a complete stop, 10 feet longer than its predecessor. Although the new CX-5 matched the old insipid performance, 0.81 grams average, it weirdly trailed far behind in the figure 8, 28.5 seconds at 0.58 grams average compared to the 2016 CX-5's 28.0 second at 0.59 grams performance. The culprit is the 2017 CX-5's non-defeatable electronic stability control system. Although there's absolutely some dynamic goodness in this SUV, it's really hampered by its stability control system, noted road test editor Chris Walton. The steering is crisp and clear, the nose tucks in nicely, the mid-corner balance is remarkably good, but the entire skid-pad portion of the figure 8 is an exercise in frustration because of the stability control. According to a Mazda rep, stability control is an integral part of the automaker's iActive predictive all-wheel drive system and thus can't be disabled. Traction control can be disabled, though. It might be easy to damn the new CX-5 for being less of a performer at the track than its predecessor, but the 2017 model is actually much more enjoyable to drive on the street than the previous generation model. Around town, the 2017 CX-5 feels zippy and quick. He naturally aspirated I4 revs quickly and makes a decent chunk of power right off the line, so the driver is never left wanting more power. Stay buried in the throttle, and the CX-5's engine will sweetly sing all the way to its red line before the 6-speed transmission rattles off a quick shift.